What's up, traders? Just one trade today on PK. Let's get to it. PK making an interesting move here. We'll keep an eye on AAXN, but see what PK does here through 1050. All right, we got our obvious previous resistance line here. Looks like there's some really good resistance up here at 11. Let's see if we can just get this 1050 pop. Move through, see if we can get a push. All right, we're gonna start PK here. 52. If it wants to get down to 35, we'll look to take 75%. If we get that flush down towards there, keeping my eye on everything else as well. Here we go. See if we can get down towards 35. There we go again. Just trying to get, trying to base here at 40. Just looking for that one more little push down. We'll put our order out there just in case it wants to give it to us. Right, we're going to take the whole thing off there. I don't really like how it got held up. If it wants to fail, then we suck. But I don't know. I didn't like the way it was kind of being held up there. We were looking for more of a flush out there. So nothing big there. Actually, man, we got a pretty bad fill. I thought I hit it 45. I got 47. But it feels like it's getting held up here. We'll see if it wants to go back through 50. So this was just reading the price action, guys. You could kind of feel it did not want to go down through that like high 30s, low 40 area. So even if we did use high of day there as a stop, we're at it right now. So let's see what it wants to do if it pokes through here. Still interested. You could just feel that it wasn't ready just yet. Looking for this to kind of burst through high of day a little bit. Get a little FOMO. Like a little more of a push than this, right? Because now we're using this previous high of day, which is at 57. So we need to see a nice extension away from it. We got to act like we were never in this trade. And then that's, if we just pulled this chart up, right, we'd be looking for an extension through previous resistance. So that's exactly what we're doing. Get a push up towards like 80. You'd probably be interested. Yeah, CPRI actually looks pretty nice. But it is coming up to that double top from Friday. It'd be interesting to see what it does if it gets there. Problem is now you got the moving averages kind of catching up. So that's going to entice the bulls to really keep driving this up. We're going to keep an eye on it, though. If it wants to run up towards that 11 area, there's some pretty good resistance there. But we still want it to be an intense move to get there. Kind of an interesting morning. It was a little bit on the slower side. And there goes PK finally breaking down right to that moving average everybody loves to look at. And see what it does as it hits there. The SPY actually started off trying to go lower, and now it's actually trying to go higher. And there finally goes PK down into that 40 area again. See if it can actually break through that key area, 37. See if it pops up here towards like 1050, maybe even 1055, and you could start to form a descending triangle. Could be interesting to look at because this does have room down to that $10 area. All right, you got a nice base forming here, and then if we can start forming something that looks along the lines of this, so it might take a while. We'll leave that line there, see if it maybe starts to form into that. So here goes PK trying a little bit early with the descending triangle. It's almost like it's trying to use this. And sometimes this is what you have to look at when you're looking at some descending triangles of some sort, because when you get these pops through like this, it's a lot of people just covering because they realize the same thing I did. It wasn't fully pushing down like we wanted it to. The trade wasn't acting like we wanted. So when the squeeze starts to happen, this is a little bit of an overreaction, and then you get that correction back down into the range where it was before, and then so that's why you can almost use this type of descending triangle. All right, traders, that was my trade on PK. As you can tell, this was a little bit of a field trade for when we covered. We just really felt that this was not going to get down below that 37 area and give us that flush towards 30 like we were looking for. So we ended up covering out, and we ended up being right in the moment. It did try to get back down there, but never went through that 37 area. We saw a little bit of a descending triangle forming there, but as you can see, it kind of failed, and now this thing's just kind of consolidating right above that 1050 area. So it ended up being the correct trade. Not sure how I'm going to go forward. I think I'm going to start tagging these in my journal just to see how they end up playing out when I exit these early based on the feel of the price action, and we will go from there. So that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I always appreciate the support. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave those down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.